Hello, my name is Mark Smith and I've been living on the island for 4 years now. I live in the old vicarage. It was built in 1850 as typical Isle of Wight Victorian, and it's surrounded by 2.5 acres of garden and a deer farm and wonderful countryside. So I bought the house in September 2017 and I spent about a year doing a full refurbishment. The house had been very well looked after structurally, but it needed a lot of updating, upgrading, and as an interior designer, it was important that I made it what I wanted it to be. My style is very much about having my personal things around me that give me great pleasure. So I've been collecting art and things and furniture for the last 40 years. I'm obsessed with light. So what I loved about the house was there were windows on all 4 sides, so I literally see the sun all day long. It has a fantastic flow from room to room. It's great when it's full of people, full of friends, and yet I don't feel I'm rattling around in it when I'm here on my own with the dog. Up until about 4 years ago, I was spending weekdays in London, weekends in the Cotswolds, and I wanted to amalgamate both properties into one and have one home where I could live and work and really centre my life. I was slightly concerned about the move from a work perspective, but in fact, it couldn't be easier. Part of the attraction of the house when I first saw it was there was such an obvious place for an office. And it's an old hayloft over the stable and cart shed, looks out over the deer farm. Everything I could want is within that space. It takes me 2 hours to get back to London when I need to meet with people for work, showrooms, etc. But yeah, couldn't be easier. I wasn't sure what my expectations were of moving to the island. It was a big move for me. It was the first time I'd moved out of central London all my adult life. It's been fantastic. The space, the light, the combination of beautiful geography of the island and a combination of rural and the sea, of course, means there's completely different aspects to enjoy all the time. And of course, having a dog on the island has made a huge difference. I've had my Lakeland Terrier Teddy for a year now, and the island is made for dogs and walking. For me, I really feel now that I'm settled here with this fantastic work-life balance. The house, the space around me, the dog walks, the friends. I had no expectations of how this was going to work out, but honestly, I couldn't be happier. The house has a great feeling of being settled, and that's actually how I now feel.